Greetings, family. Welcome and welcome back. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for stopping by. Please do not forget to tap that subscribe button before you leave out. Join the family. We would love to have you. If you've been here before, I thank you so much for returning. Thank you so much for your support, your likes, your views, your comments, your shares. It means so much to me. And we are now at 6,000 subscribers. I think actually we're at more than 6,000 because it's moving up really quickly. We were at 6,000 I think yesterday, and now we're at like 6,030 something. So thank you. Thank you so much. I love you guys so much. I'm so appreciative. We're growing onward and forwards. So family, I have a very important message to deliver to you today. So I changed up the aesthetics a little bit. I'm now recording in my sunroom. I'm looking outside and it's dark. Okay. First of all, it's 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it's very dark because it's going to rain. There's some thunder rumbling in the background. And today we're actually using our Orisha deck. And so if you guys are paying attention, last time I mentioned briefly the Orisha Shango. It's thundering. There's some lightning trying to peek from behind the clouds. And now it has officially started pouring. So immediately, that's Shango's energy. We got some Oya with the wind. And I think Shango is also rain, but I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you are aware of African spirituality and the Orishas, Ifa, drop a comment and let me know if Shango is also associated with the rain. But yeah, so long story short, Shango energy is real heavy lately. And I just felt called to record in my sunroom. My sunroom is like my office. And I have my computer here so I could put on some background music. I felt called to put on this like peaceful, I put in indigenous and African music because we're the same people. If you didn't know, now you know, okay? But it's like inspiring, peaceful, and warrior, reviving music, okay? And that goes perfectly with the message of today. And so that bugged me out a little bit. I was like, wow, look at that. So I've already cleansed the energies. I've already returned all negative and monitoring spirits back to sender where they belong. And so without further ado, let's get into it. My beautiful, beautiful people. You agreed to come here to be somewhat of an earth angel. I'm saying somewhat for lack of a better term. But whoever I'm talking to right now has been here many, many, many times before. You are such an old spirit, okay? You are an old soul. And you come here not only to learn and ascend yourself, you come here to teach and elevate the collective. And so you agreed to take on this mission. And that's why a lot of you may be seeing signs and synchronicities. And sometimes for you, it feels like you're in like the Twilight Zone because you're just like, I'm seeing you just going along with it. And you just like, you noticing things. And a lot of times you can't even say it to other people because you're like, they're going to think I'm absolutely nuts. So you just keep it to yourself. You hold it down. But I'm just seeing you guys like, huh. Just noticing things. You're like, okay. And so that is your spirit team trying to reach out to you and let you know, hey, we're in this together. You are not alone. So the first message that is here is a message from the earth, okay? And so the Orisha of the earth is actually Aja, okay? Aja is the Orisha that represents the soul of like the woods, the forests, and the creatures that live inside of it, okay? And so Aja also represents homegrown, holistic healers. And I'm about to turn this music down because I feel like the rain is enough. The rain is enough background music. If somebody here needs to listen to white noise before they go to sleep, or someone here just started listening to white noise before they go to sleep, like the ocean, the rain, the birds, like that type of thing, you can find that on YouTube. It's very relaxing. They call it white noise, okay? But yeah, back to Aja, okay? So Aja rules over the earth. And with Aja, she also connects to spiritual healers. And I was just saying that is why many of you are here. You are here to heal the earth. And so when it was like preparing to rain and it was all dark and gloomy, as I was pulling these cards, because mind you, it was sunny, and then all of a sudden the weather just changed completely. The weather did a whole 180, okay? So I feel like that gloominess is the state of the world, the conscious state of the people around you, right? And so, like Aja, you are here to heal that. And I'm hearing a lot of you like, oh, it ain't my job to fix them. It ain't my job. It ain't my job. You know, and for some of you, it's true. It's not your job. Some of you are only here to take care of yourselves right now. Like right now is a time for you to take care of yourselves and heal yourself, because you cannot heal the world until you heal yourself, right? Just like you can't love anyone else until you learn to love yourself. So it's a similar concept, okay? But for the others of you, you have done the work on yourself. And so it's time for you to share the wealth. Don't gatekeep. Help others. I'm seeing some of you become like life coaches, readers, high priests and priestesses. But I'm seeing you take on a leadership position where you are helping people. You are guiding people, okay? And so I'm going to read from the guidebook what it says. So it speaks of obstacles in studies. It speaks of memory loss and unwillingness to learn. The land is poor in minerals, lack of fertilizer, drought, desert land. And when we think about desert land, what do we think about? Like death, right? Nothing's growing in the desert most times. It speaks about faults, slow movements, parasite-ridden ill cattle. This deck is very intense, okay? Lost crops, pests, lack of seeds, and so on. So let me break this down. In other words, it's speaking of the place that a lot of you are in. And so when I hear memory loss, I'm thinking about the fact that a lot of you forgot why you're here. A lot of you forgot that you came here to fulfill a very important task. And many of you are distracted. And so that's why we have the unwillingness to learn here, because you're like, oh, I can't worry about that. I got to pay my bills. I can't worry about that. I got to worry about me. I can't worry about that. I got to go to work. You know, like you're completely forgetting that you signed a contract. Your soul signed a contract before you even entered into this physical body. The agreement was for you to carry out this important mission. That's why you are here in this physical body as the entity that you are now. And so when the book speaks of the land being poor in minerals, desert, fertilizer, lack of fertilizer, drought, thin and parasite-ridden sick cattle, loss of crops and all of that stuff, it's talking about the state of the world, like I was just saying, like the darkness, you know, the gloominess. And so the reason why the world is in the place that it's in is because you forgot that you came here to uplift fallen humanity. And so humanity just continues to fall. Just imagine, like, we have an event, right? And we're like, oh yeah, you know, we're gonna have this person make this dish, that person's gonna DJ, this person's gonna do that and greet all the guests, and everyone is just like, okay, I'm gonna go take a nap, and they just keep sleeping. They never wake up. There's no party. There's nothing to celebrate because everyone's asleep. And so that's exactly what's happening right now on earth. Everyone is asleep. what happened was they rocked you to sleep, right? And it's like you're sleepwalking. You're not completely consciously aware, because if you were, then you would remember that you have a job to do here. And so now we have Babalu Aye. Again, Babalu Aye came out the last time we pulled this Orisha deck. Babalu Aye came out upright. And Babalu speaks of healing. All types of healing. In all aspects. And so the guidebook says for Babalu Aye, high fraternal and spiritual sense, charitable and humanitarian power, a spirit of service, strong imagination and organizing mind, strongly sensitive to the pain of others, both physical and spiritual. He is always willing to cooperate as much as possible, and this quality becomes more noticeable with the passing of time. A process of illness that comes to an end, recovery and improvement from a state, interference with joint and bones. Influence extends to a dermatological level. I hope I said that right. So yeah, a lot of you have spiritual gifts that you're not tapping into. And those signs and synchronicities that you're seeing is your spirit team, like I said earlier, trying to remind you, hey, pay attention. We're trying to talk to you. We're trying to communicate with you. It's also speaking of organizing. You have a strong imagination and an organizing mind. You're supposed to be putting those gifts to use. The reason why you inherited those gifts was so that you can put them to use. Okay? Like Babalu Aye, you're supposed to be that healer. You're supposed to be helping the people around you. For some of you, it's just simply speaking up. Okay? And my voice is like feeling really like cracky and screechy. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I need some water right now. I'm about to take a water break. But before I do that, I feel like the reason why I'm experiencing that is because some of you are not using your voice. All right. Now, I'm not like coughing up phlegm or anything, and I can still talk. So I feel like a lot of you are working on your throat chakra. Like you're in the process of working on it. You're in the process of trying to speak up, but you're not quite there yet. They want you to keep going. Okay. And so like you could be somewhere and you could see somebody being treated unfairly. And it's your job to speak up and step in. Someone could be talking about something that you're well versed in, right? You don't just sit there and let them be wrong. You can say, hey, can I interject, and correct them, right? So it's your turn to speak up and speak out. You are here to educate the people and, again, organize. I said a few readings back that a lot of you should be creating organizations and joining organizations because you are here to help create this new earth. Okay? And so when it speaks of the illness manifesting into the physical, I feel like the fact that you guys are holding in these gifts, right? The fact that you aren't releasing some of what needs to be released, you're keeping certain things inside, like holding things in, and you are not living to your full potential, it's causing blockages. And a lot of these blockages are manifesting physically for you. So some of you are having a lot of headaches. Some of you are breaking out and you're like, why am I breaking out? Some of you got the twitching going on, like your eyes might be jumping. You might be having muscle spasms, random pains in random areas. Your ears may be ringing. Some of you have blurry vision, like you're like, what's going on? Do I need glasses now? You know, or for some of you, you may already have glasses, but now them glasses ain't even working, and you think it's just your eyesight getting worse, when in reality it's all these blockages, because spiritual imbalances can manifest into physical illnesses, okay, and physical symptoms. So the ancestors are wanting you to work on that. I want to take this time to remind you that I am not only a professional tarot reader, I am also a master certified life coach, which means that I'm certified to coach in all areas of life. So if you need any assistance with your progression and maneuvering through these changes, confirmation, there goes Sean Go, definitely tap the link and book me. You could also book a private reading with me if you want to go more in depth, because this is something that's big. Like, when you wake up and you learn, oh my gosh, I'm here for more than just working. I'm here for more than just paying bills. I'm here for more than what I was taught. It's like you have all these awakenings, and a lot of people go crazy. A lot of people that you see in mental hospitals and psychiatric wards, they're there because they didn't have anyone to turn to. They didn't have anyone to speak to while they were going through their awakenings. And a lot of them turn to alcohol and drugs, right? And so you end up going crazy because, like I said, those spiritual imbalances can definitely manifest to the physical, okay? So I'm here for you if you need anything at all from me. All the links will be at the bottom in the description box, okay? Moving forward. So we have here the 9 of fire in reverse, okay? So what's so funny is that when you think about lightning, you think about fire, okay? When you think about fire, you think about passion. You think about the spirit, right? And then also the number 9 is a number of change and transformation. And so some of you are being called to shed that skin, okay? Shed that old skin. You're going to be growing new skin. So that means shed the fear, shed the lack mindset, okay? Shed the self-doubt. You need to get rid of that so that you can step into your power. You are stepping into a really powerful position. You are starting to wake up. It's like all of your DNA codes are being activated, and now you are remembering who you are, and you are about to become a force to be reckoned with. And so the 9 of fire speaks of you not using all your gifts. It says something spiritual that you could not or failed to do, time wasted or lost, postponing valuable things for superficial ones. So like I said, a lot of y'all was like, I don't got time for the spiritual world. I don't got time to meditate. I don't got time to set up an altar. I don't have time to do this because I need to pay bills and I need to be in the matrix. But you got it all wrong. You have it all wrong. You're supposed to unplug from the matrix and you're supposed to plug into your spirit, because at the end of the day, you are a spirit having a human experience, not the other way around. So you got your priorities messed up. So with the 9 of fire here, the ancestors are urging you to go back to the drawing board and re-examine your priorities. The guidebook is saying these delays may open astral and or material doors to your adversaries, thus causing innumerable unforeseen events and difficulties. That's so unfortunate, so a lot of you have amazing things coming your way. It's been coming out so much, but it seems like some of you are just stuck in your ways, and because of that, it's like you're unable to get your inheritance, right? So it's like if you have an elder that passes away and in their will they say, okay, I'm leaving $50,000 to collective so long as they accomplish XYZ. You cannot get that inheritance until you accomplish XYZ. That is exactly what's happening right now for some of you. You have not yet stepped into your power. You are not, I'm hearing like broken promise. I don't know why. So I'm hearing that song. I think it's Drew Hill. And I'll never make a promise that I can keep. I told you what you wanted. I gave you what you need. I told you that I love you, make it good for you and me. And I'll never make a promise. All right, I'm going to stick to just doing cards, right? Because I can't sing. But I hope you see where I'm going with that, right? It's like a broken promise. You signed a contract and now you're like, to hell with it, and don't get me wrong, they know that you forgot, so it's not like you're being punished for it, okay? They're very well aware that you forgot. Our people have been mentally conditioned for generations, okay, to the point where we don't even know who we really are. You may think you know who you are, but I'm telling you right now, you are not who you really are. You have no clue who you are. You are someone that is an extremely powerful entity. And so all the ancestors are doing is waking you up to that. They want to remind you of that, because once you step into that, you're unlocking a whole new world, okay? A whole new world. Do you hear me? So they really, like, you are causing your own blockages. Listen to this again. These delays in action may open astral and material doors to your adversaries. That astral, that means in the spiritual world, there's blockages in the spiritual world. Material, that means there's blockages in the physical world. There are blockages all around you because you have not stepped into your power. What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? Thus causing innumerable unforeseen events and difficulties. All right, some of y'all getting y'all car towed. Some of y'all, your check was supposed to come this day, it didn't come. Okay, some of y'all, you apply for something and you were sure that you got it, and boom, denial, rejection after rejection, denial after denial. You're meeting people that you're falling in love with and it's not working out. Rejection after rejection, denial after denial. It's because you are not living according to who you came here to be. Stop playing. So now we got Yemoja. Ooh, Mama Yemoja. Yeah. Yemoja, okay? Yemoja is the Orisha of the waters, the salt waters, okay? But not to be mistaken with Olokun. Olokun is the Orisha of the bottom of the sea, and Yemoja is the Orisha of the surface of the sea, okay? So when you see them waves, that's Yeye Yemoja, okay? Yeye means mother. I am so hot right now. I'm sweating. I'm about to go get some water, so give me one moment. So I don't think they want this message to get out to the collective, because I'm just casually and slowly sipping my water and I damn near choked to death, okay? But I'm back. I'm back. They can't stop the inevitable. All right. So with Yeye Yemoja, we have a respectable woman, okay, or feminine energy. And that could just be everyone getting into the energy of like being nurturing, right? Because Yemoja is the affectionate mother, motherhood. Pregnancy and childbirth is also here. So again, somebody is pregnant. This has been coming out so often over the past few weeks. Somebody is preggo or will be preggo. So if you don't want to get preggo, I suggest you strap up. This Yemoja card also speaks of marriages, engagements, okay? It also speaks of someone that is dignified, someone who has dignity, someone who is proud of their position and responsible for their duties and functions. What was I just saying? You have responsibilities and duties that you are not carrying out that are causing blockages for you, okay? And so Yeye Yemoja is here to remind you, hey, let's love on each other. Because when you educate other people, when you help other people grow, that's love. You are stepping into that Yemoja energy, that nurturing motherly energy. And yes, men can be that too. It doesn't mean you gay. I know nowadays everybody is so sensitive about their sexuality. Everybody's like, whoa, pause. No, everybody has feminine and masculine energy. All that matters is that you have an equal balance of that, okay? So you don't want to be too much into your masculine. You don't want to be too much into your feminine. All right, I'm going to turn this music down a little bit because I feel like it's overpowering me. Like, I feel like it's trying to battle me. You want to have an equal balance of the two, okay? This card also speaks about hypersensitivity to physical pain and sentimentality. So yeah, like I was saying, somebody is experiencing some type of physical pain, and you may go to the doctors and they may be like, oh yeah, you got this, you got that, but they're never going to tell you, oh, you got some spiritual blockages you need to clear. They're not taught to do that, you know. They're taught to keep you coming back again and again and again. So it doesn't matter how much you pump yourself up with drugs. Nothing is going to be able to heal that except for you finding spiritual balance, the spiritual balance that is necessary for you right now, okay? This card also governs the female erogenous zones and reproductive system, and is also related to the blood and urological system. So yeah, again, we're talking about the reproductive system. Somebody may be pregnant or going to be pregnant. Somebody may have just had a baby. And we're talking about blood and urology here. So yeah, we may have some men experiencing some urological problems, and it's like a lot of times our men are ashamed to speak of these things. Our men don't want to take the time to go to the doctor. You have to find a way to take care of yourself. There has to be some type of balance. So if you don't want to go to the doctor, start working on yourself. Change the way you eat, change the way you think, start being more spiritual. Okay, start tapping more into the spiritual realm. Meditate, sit in stillness, create your ancestor altar. Okay, journal, go within, listen to spiritual music, start learning about your ancestors. You have to start trying to remember. Some great things that will help you remember who you are is fruits and vegetables. Change up your diet, right? So the DNA of the earth lives in everything that grows from it. I'll say that again. The earth's DNA lives in everything that grows from it. So the more you eat fruits and vegetables that came directly from the earth, the more you will start to strengthen your pineal gland and your Akashic records. Okay, your Akashic records is what's going to help you to remember who you are. Your pineal gland is connected to your third eye. You got work to do. Stop playing. So Yemoja also represents wealth and material comfort. So yeah, after you do everything I'm telling you to do, you're going to be clearing up a lot of blockages. You're going to feel lighter, and you're going to be able to enjoy your inheritance. It's your birthright, but everybody came here with the mission. You can't just come here and just not do nothing. It's just like, it's like going to a party where everybody brought something and showing up empty-handed. It's like everybody gonna be looking at you like you ain't bring nothing. You think you about to just reap the benefits? It don't work like that. You have to contribute, okay? Yemoja represents people that enjoy honors, the good life, and luxury, okay? And so yeah, if you want to enjoy those things, that's fine, but you got to do what you came here to do. It says a person who enjoys honors, the good life, and luxuries, but without falling into frivolity. I don't know how to say that. I think it's frivolity. You know what? The word is frivolous, okay? Without being too frivolous. That means like you're not overly excessive, right? You don't try to take more than you give. There's balance. It says, since he or she possesses highly developed social and humanitarian principles. And so, yeah, like you're here, you are a humanitarian. You are here to help people. You are here to help uplift fallen humanity. So we're going to close out, and we got the Two of Air here. The last time I pulled the Orisha deck, I got the same card. The Two of Air is two flamingos, in unison, okay? They're right next to each other, and they're on the water, and they're making the shape of a heart. It looks like they left a trail behind them that also makes the shape of a heart. Sorry, these are not flamingos. These are definitely swans. But yeah, so with the Two of Air upright, it speaks of a search for ideals, effective oral and written communication. My goodness, I cannot make this up. You're supposed to be speaking up, okay? And even written. Some of you are supposed to be writing contracts. Some of you are supposed to be writing blogs. Some of you are supposed to be writing newspaper articles. You're supposed to be writing to government agencies, or better yet, corporate agencies, and letting them know, hey, this needs to change in my neighborhood. We need to do this. We need to do that. This is wrong. You're supposed to be speaking up, using your voice, because if you don't, then nothing will ever change, okay? And so the Two of Air speaks of agreements, transactions. And I see some of you being successful with that. I see some of you guys getting replies like, okay, yes, granted, they're just waiting for you to speak up. It speaks of joining of strengths and thoughts, friendship, concordant feelings, faithfulness, joy, allyship and respect. So yeah, joining forces with other people. Like I said, a lot of y'all are supposed to be creating and or joining organizations. Okay, I'm thinking Black Panther. I'm thinking Marcus Garvey. I forgot the name of his company, but yeah, I'm thinking all of that. I'm thinking about joining forces and allyship, just as the guidebook is saying. It's saying there is love in everything you do, and you strike a balance between the material and the spiritual. Oh, I just said that. Oh, there needs to be balance. You guys, a lot of you are lacking balance, and that's what's causing the blockages. Because yes, you are here to enjoy the human experience, but remember, you came here on a mission. Do not forget your mission. Remember who you are. Remember who you are. Remember who you are. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Okay? That's all I have for you guys today. If you have any questions at all, if you need any assistance maneuvering through these changes, please do not hesitate to book a session with me. If you need a personal reading where I read your energy and your energy alone, you can also book that below. Okay, I'm here for you. Anything that you need from me is available to you at the bottom and the link in the description box. Okay, until next time, my loves, peace and oneness.